Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys on the SPY, the Qs, and the IWM so you guys can see exactly what kind of momentum we do have going to this week. What exact levels do we need to hold to have a bounce back? And if we do not hold these levels, where exactly may we be headed next? Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates every single day that I mentioned throughout the week. Again, if you are a day trader or you're just tired of looking at the market all throughout the day and you'd rather have somebody do it for you, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. Now, jumping into the SPY with you guys here, as you guys can see, we have our two levels that we did mention. Again, previously when Powell did mention a possible increase in rate hikes, we have our level here at 420, and then we have our next level at 410, which was, again, when Russia initially attacked Ukraine. So we have a 420 level and a 410 level that we are going to be trying to hold, and if we can hold these levels, then we could have a possible bounce back. Now, if we're looking for a bounce back here, we want to see if we can get back above our 450 level. This was the top end of our wick that we had when we did continue on lower, so we would be looking for that recovery back over 450. Again, we have had major red candles previously in the market multiple times, and we had multiple bounce backs. So again, if we do bounce back and we do break continue all-time highs, we cannot be surprised. Now, one thing I wanted to point out here is that we are testing a very key level here on the SPY. If we do drop down below this level that we have been holding and we continue to bounce off of and continued on higher from, if we do drop down below this level here, exactly within our 420 to 410 level, then we could have that continuation on lower. So again, just watch that trend. Make sure we do not drop down below it, because if we do, then we could have a continuation on lower, and that would be a good time to play to the downside. Now, jumping into the Qs here, as you guys can see, we do have our possible continuation on lower as well. As you guys can see, that level that we had when Powell did mention a possible increase in rates, we did have this level. We are dropping below that here on the Qs. So again, tech is ahead of the SPY as far as a continuation on lower, but however, we do have our level that we're trying to hold here on the Qs. We had a double bottom here. We are going to be trying to hold this 317 level. If we do not hold this level, then we could continue on lower, and we would assume that SPY would be breaking down below that trend line that we were just looking at. And if we are trying to have a bounce here, we do want to see if we can break above this area of balance that we had to our continuation on lower. And if we are looking for a level, we want to see if we can break above our 347 level to have a continuation on higher. And as you guys can see on the Qs here, we also do have a very similar trend line that we have, again, from the beginning of the pandemic when we did continue on lower. So if we do drop down below this level, then we could continue on lower. Very similar to the SPY. Definitely would be watching this for a possible continuation on lower. So if we did continue on lower, I would be looking for a possible bounce here at our $300 psychological resistance level, and then our 280 level would be our next level down from our previous consolidation and continuation on higher here on the Qs. And looking at the IWM, I wanted to point out this, and this is, again, a level of strength that could be pulling the SPY and the Qs down. Again, this is small caps. We do have a possible bear flag here. If this does play out, then we could have a continuation on lower. This is something to be watching out for. If we are trying to measure this, we would be drawing our trend line here and pulling it over to the side of our bear flag to see which exact measurement that would be. And as you guys can see, we would be targeting our previous consolidation and continuation on higher point that we did have. So again, measuring almost exactly at this point that we had our consolidation from and continued on higher from is exactly where our target would be. So to recap with you guys, we are trying to stay above 420, 410 going into this week on the SPY, and on the Qs, we want to stay above this trend line as well, staying over 317, which was our double bottom when we did have a bounce. And then here on the IWM, we do have our possible bear flag that may play out. We're going to see exactly how this does play out. If we do get a reversal or if we do continue on lower, we'll see exactly how all of this plays out. And also just watching out for these levels, because if we do have that strength to the downside, then those are easy plays to the downside, in my opinion, just like we had for the last couple days, dropping below those levels that we have been mentioning. Now, again, if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts throughout the day, we mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day. Most breakouts have been pre-market news and open. Go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you instables that support the channel every single day, hope you guys had a nice weekend. We will continue to go at it. Let the market come to us. Let the plays come to us. Stay patient. And if the market needs to have a pullback and we do drop down below these trend lines and we do have a possible bear flag play out here on the IWM as well, then again, just staying patient, letting the market bounce. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.